Hello, good evening. Thank you for joining me here on this Sunday evening. If you were ready and waiting at 8 o'clock, then apologies for the couple of minutes delay. I'm currently live on Facebook and Instagram, so I was just trying to coordinate the two together. And I am here for my monthly live Q&A from the G&G shop floor. So I've been doing these just once a month at the end of the month since the beginning of the year, as I'm just sort of getting back into it, and hopefully I will eventually be weekly again. But this month has an extra special theme to it because for the very first time I will be releasing and announcing what the brand new kits are for April. Now, if you're signed up to our newsletter, you should have already received that and you will already know what the kits are. But for those of you that aren't signed up to the newsletter, then I will be showing you what the new kits are now. And just to make a little bit more of an unveil, I'm wearing the Isla trench coat that was a kit last year. So yeah. Not sure if this works on YouTube. It should be on YouTube as well. Let me just check and see if everything's happening on YouTube. It looks like it is. Let me just mute myself. I'm not really used to doing two platforms at the same time. So I've got two phones and it's quite a lot of things to look at the same time, but hopefully I'll get there. And Becca is also with me in the comments and giving me moral support. She's not actually in the building, but she is here helping me out with any comments or anything. So yeah, somebody's saying that they didn't get the newsletter. If you feel like you should have got the newsletter, you can always just email us as well, and we can look into that tomorrow. So yeah, for the very first time, I am, instead of our Sewing Society kits, which come out on the first Wednesday of each month, we have brought it forward, so it is here. It is tonight instead. So this is all a very new thing. And yeah, because we sort of updated our website and we were just able to kind of coordinate the back of house things a little bit more, is something new that we're able to offer, because I know that getting the email at midday on a Wednesday is maybe not the best timing if you're at work or whatever. So hopefully this just sort of suits everybody a little bit more. But yeah, let me know where you're joining from, first of all. Some people have said already, but we're quite international. So I thought you were on YouTube. We are on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel and just hit refresh, it will come up. So yeah, it is definitely live on YouTube as well. It's such a good idea to do it on a Sunday night with a live. Lovely. So yeah, it sounds like we're definitely all over the UK. I've also got someone from Los Angeles and California. That is exciting too. So thank you from wherever you're joining. And then also just give me a little wave if you have bought a kit before, or give me a heart if you've never bought a kit, and give me a wave if you have. We'll do like a little bit of a poll and just see who's bought kits or not. Or maybe you've been sewing a kit this weekend. Maybe you're wearing a kit. You can let me know about that as well. It's lovely to see where you're all joining from. Thank you, everyone. It's so nice to see you all. Okay, so I realised that actually it is 6 years to the month that we released the very first Sewing Society kit. So it's just a little bit of a coincidence that we decided to do it live this month as well. So yeah, it was in April 2019. That was the very first kit that we launched. And basically what was happening quite a lot is that I would make something with fabric that was from the shop, and I would put it on Instagram, and we would like instantly sell out of that fabric, and we get loads of people asking about it. And I always feel bad saying like, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have it. And people would always ask me questions about what I'd made as well, or like maybe I'd changed something in it, and I would get a lot of questions about it. So I wanted to sort of change the way that people were buying fabric online, because it can be quite daunting, can't it? Like, you buy something, you don't know if it's going to work or not, you don't know if it's going to match the pattern that you've chosen. So kind of that combined with people always wanting to make the things that I had made and us selling out of the fabric really quickly, then the kit idea kind of came together, and we thought we'll make it really, really easy for people to be able to buy the things that they need to make the same thing that I've made. And then to help answer all of the questions that I was getting, I thought I'll make a video that goes alongside the kit, so I can basically tell you everything about making the kit and what I did, and then it will just be really easy for you to recreate the thing that I had made. So that was kind of how the kits came together, and then 6 years and loads and loads and loads of kits later, here we are. I didn't even have a chance to sort of look up what number of kit this is, but definitely lots and lots of kits in the past 6 years. But I'm wondering if anybody here can actually remember what the first kit was. I will tell you the answer, but there's a little trivia quiz for you. Can you remember what the very, very first Sewing Society kit was back in April 2019? So yeah, some of you might have guessed what the kit is already. We always release these sneak peeks, and so we released some of them yesterday, and I know those of you that have got the newsletter obviously know what they are as well. But yeah, so some of you will already know what the kits are, but it's quite funny because whenever we put the sneak peeks up in the Facebook group or on Instagram or whatever, and people guess, and even when we feel like we're being really kind of vague, or we're like people will never get it from this, or maybe we've changed the pattern or something that's different from what it's like normally, and we'll be like, yeah, we'll photograph that little bit because that will sort of throw people, and then maybe they won't guess what it is, because it's always nice to sort of build up the suspense a little bit. And usually people always do guess it, and then we have this little sort of in joke within the team of like, is there a mole in the team who's like secretly leaking what the kit is, because someone always guesses it. It's really funny. Somebody's saying, oh, that's Leslie. Hi Leslie, I wear my Amelia bomber jacket all the time. I know, I'm starting to wear mine a lot as well because the weather's getting a little bit warmer now. Somebody's guessed magnolia dress. Is that for the very first kit? You're close, you're very close. With the Deer and Doe magnolia dress, that was in a Liberty viscose that we got Liberty to print specifically for us. Rachel saying she loves the kits, have taught me so much about sewing. I will tell you what, let's see if anybody on YouTube has guessed what the very first kit was. I don't think they have. It was the Grain Line Willow Tank, and it was in an Atelier Brunette viscose fabric. I think it was called Tabby. It was the one that was a sort of dark, sort of forest green with little kind of sprinkles all over it. My first kit was the Grain Line t-shirt and the Megan Nielsen Rowan. Yeah, they were a while ago as well. Making the Emporia Cassidy dress in teal Chiquitita. That sounds lovely. My first kit was a Linden. Not sure if it was your first kit. No, that have we done the Linden as a kit? We did the Jara, the Megan Nielsen Jara, very early on. When we first started doing the kits, we only ever made one. There was just like one option basically. Whereas now you get a choice of a few different fabrics, usually at least 2, if not 3, sometimes even 4. And one of the kits for this month has got a choice of 4 different options, which is exciting. And the good thing is that because we make up samples of all of the variations of the kits, then it means you really get to see what the kit is actually going to look like. So without further ado, somebody's guessing Tilly and the Buttons Agnes. That was also a very early one. That might have actually been the second one. Possibly might have been the second one. It was in a navy blue micro modal fabric with little gold stars on it. I still have the first one. Oh, come on, you need to sew that one up. So nice and easy as well, the willow tank. So yeah, I am going to just reposition some of my fabric that is by my side. So this month's kits are the French Navy Patterns Seneca shirt and the Helen's Closet Arden pants or trousers. So I will take off my trench coat now, thank goodness, it's very hot underneath these lights, and I am wearing one of the versions of the French Navy Seneca shirt. This is it here in this gorgeous, lovely embroidered, it's a cotton lawn, and then it's got this lovely embroidered flowers on it with little bits of neon as well. And then the Arden I'm going to stand up so that you can see them, because the trousers always look a little bit better on. But I will stand up so you can see. So this is the Helen's Closet Arden. So it's got an elasticated waist and some patch pockets at the back, pockets here as well. And then the version I've got on has got the elastic at the bottom, but I'll tell you more in detail afterwards. I love that blouse fabric. I know it's really, really nice. The live feed on YouTube still isn't working. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Anne. It seems like other people are watching the live feed on YouTube, so I've not noticed that there's any issues with that. Maybe you just need to sort of refresh your screen a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go into the details now and tell you a bit more about the different fabric options that are in it. So it's a classic shirt. It's obviously got quite a boxy kind of breezy fit, and the shoulders are sort of drop sleeve a little bit. So can you see how they're not sitting, it's not sitting up here? That's the style of it. So it's got quite a roomy sort of loose sleeve. And I'm going to show you how we tell you in the video that comes with the kit, how you can alter the cuff on that as well and alter the sleeve. And then at the back, you can see that it's got a yoke. It's quite a high yoke. It's got that cute little hanging tab at the back, and it's got an inverted pleat, which just creates more sort of room at the back as well. And then, so on the cuff, I will show you the other fabrics as well, because then you'll see the cuff variations too. So they're all cotton fabric. So as I said before, this one's a cotton voile, which is lovely and lightweight. And then it's got these embroidered little flowers on it. I love these little neon pops in it too. And then this one is got these little sort of, they're kind of like 3D. So the little flowers on this one are kind of loose a little bit. They're sort of embroidered in the middle to hold them on. And then it's white, and then it's got this lovely little pinstripe to it. So you can see it's two really fine stripes together. And then this one here, I should have buttoned it up a little bit. This one is cotton as well, but you can see the stripes are a little bit thicker on this one. And then again, with the neon theme, it's got these gorgeous, lovely embroidered flowers on it. They really pop out a lot. So that is the three fabrics. And on the, so you can get these fabrics. They are live on our website now. So the quickest way to find them is to go to the Just Arrived section, and you should see them at the top. Or you can go to the Sewing Society section there as well. And in the listing to that, there'll be a little description about the fabric, and there's a picture that tells you the name of what each one is, so there's no confusion at all. So you can check that out so you know what each one is. And then, sorry, I'm reading the comments and trying to think at the same time here. What else was I going to say? Oh, I've lost my train of thought now. Yes, the cuff. So this is the sleeve sort of as it comes out of the pattern. So usually we always make a sample that's just kind of as per the pattern. This is also the size that comes up as per my body measurement. So you can see how it's sort of intended to kind of fit. You can see it's quite roomy and loose like this. And that the sleeve is quite kind of baggy and long. So one option that you can do is style it just by rolling it back and creating like a little cuff. So you can just twist it back like that, and then you could always stitch that into position if you wanted to. Now, obviously with the embroidered fabric, when you do that, you end up seeing the back of the embroidery there. So what we show you in the video is that you can effectively make a really deep hem, and then you can fold it back on itself like that to create the little cuff there, and then you sew it in place underneath the arm, and then it means that you see the right side of the embroidery. Which is quite good, and it just sort of changes the style of the sleeve a little bit. And then I'll just show you the back of this one. You should maybe be able to see it a little bit closer. So that's a little hanging tab there, and then the inverted pleat at the back, and then it's got the top stitching along the yoke as well. And then, so in the video that comes with the kit, we talk quite a lot about the stripe matching and lining up where the embroidery is, especially for this one, just because it's spaced out a little bit more. With this one, it's quite scattered and all over, so you don't need to really worry about it quite as much. But we show you how to position the embroidery in the collar, and then you can add a little seam at the back so that you get that lovely embroidery in the collar there. So that is the Seneca. Let me just see. It sounds like they're selling really, really quickly. So yeah, the kits are live on the website now, so you can go to the just arrived section and you'll see them right at the top. They're there. If you're having any problem with like receiving the email, or you think that you should have received the email, then do just message us and we can check out what's happening there. I mean, they are really popular. With the kits, we do make a limited amount. So I'm really sorry if you haven't got your first choice of kit there. So let me chat about the Arden pants now. So this is the Helen's Closet Arden pants or trousers. And we've got 4 different fabrics with this one here, 4 different colours. So the colour that I've got on just now, I just stand up again so that you can see it. This is the dark khaki colour. So you can see it's a really lovely, nice and neutral colour. It goes with lots of different things. And then we have got a black here. We've also got a dark navy, which is this one. So you can kind of see the difference between the navy and the black there. It is quite a dark navy, but once you compare it to the black, you can see the difference. And then this one here, what have we called this one again? Is this one the denim blue, which is a much lighter sort of blue. So there's a few customizations that you can do on this pattern. It's really lovely and easy. So if you haven't really sewn with trousers that much before, it's a really nice one to start with. It's got the elastic all the way around. You can optionally have a drawstring as well. So we've got that included in the kit too. And then we show you how to do this lovely little sort of thread stopper at the end, which is just a nice little neat way to finish it off rather than tying a knot. And then these pockets at the front. So these are sort of like slash pockets here. At the front, and then at the back you've got your patch pockets at the back, and they're really lovely. They're so comfy to wear, but really, really flattering. I've seen this trend a lot on the high street at the moment, and I think they're a nice versatile one that you can really dress up or down. So the version that I've got on, I won't stand up again and show you, but it's the version with the cuff at the bottom. So in the kit you get the elastic to do the elastic cuff that's the same width as the waistband. There is another option that comes with the pattern that has a sort of deeper elastic, so we've not got that deep elastic in the kit. It's just the elastic that matches the waistband. So you can put that in the hem, or you can just have a regular hem. Which is like this one here. It's just like a regular stitched turned hem. And then you can also optionally top stitch this elastic too. So in this version here, this is just the elastic in the casing, but then in the version that I've got on, it's got the top stitching. Can you see? So it's a little bit like this, where it's got top stitching in the waistband, and then that's optional too. So with the waistband, you can put the drawstring in, or you can leave it, or you can do the top stitching, which is on this one, and then this one as well. You can see it's got the top stitching there, or like on this black one here, it's not got any top stitching. So that's another way to sort of customize it a little bit. And I would say that when you do the top stitching, you put the elastic in the cuff, it probably makes it look a little bit more casual. So it's nice to style it with maybe some sandals or some little trainers. And then if you want them to look a little bit smarter, then you could just do the regular hem on them, and then just style them with some sort of fancier flat shoes maybe. I think that would look really nice. So it is really lovely and comfy, but it can look smart as well. Somebody's saying, does the denim blue pant fabric match with the blue with the neon flowers? Let me put them together and I will show you. This one is a pretty neutral colour, so I do think they look nice together. These also look nice together as well. I think they do match, but this possibly matches a little bit better. I love the kits. I already have the trouser pattern. Can you choose to get the kit without the pattern? We don't have the kit without the pattern, I'm afraid. It just comes as everything all together. But if you drop us an email, sometimes we do have a little bit of the fabric left over that we put in the kits, so we can always let you know if we've got some of that once all of the kits have been dispatched and everything. Somebody's asking if the trouser fabric is available separately. At the moment, no, but as I said, yeah, we sometimes do have a little bit left over, so it's always worth emailing us about that. So let me just check if I have. So in terms of the prices and the sizing as well, let me just refer to my sheet because I can't remember that off the top of my head. So for the shirt, there's two different size bands that the shirt comes in. French Navy label their sizes by letters, but we've sort of looked at various different size charts. And so it's size A to N, which is approximately about a UK 6 to 34. And so we have two bands for the Seneca shirt. So up to size G, which is about a UK 18, that one's £64. And then up to the size N, which is a UK 34, that one is £69. And it also includes postage. So this is a new thing that we have got for this month. The Sewing Society kits, you get free postage on them as well. And then for the Ardens, this is US sizing. So US sizing is usually a few sizes up from what the UK equivalent is. So up to size US 18 is £64 and up to US size 30 is £69. But the full details of all the sizing and everything will be on the listing. I can't find the blouse kit. If you just go to the Just Arrived section on the website, then it should be right there near the top. I've not had a chance to check, but hopefully it is. Becca was on that and she's not told me there's a problem with it, so I'm presuming that they are right at the top of the Just Arrived section. Yes, somebody's asking about the fabric for the Ardens. So this is a little bit of a mix in this one. It's 88% viscose, so it means that it's lovely and nice and drapey and fluid, which suits an elastic waistband really well because it means it doesn't feel bulky and it hangs really, really nicely. So it's got 88% viscose and it's got 10% linen, so that gives it a really lovely natural texture. It's almost like it's a little bit slubbed, and then it's got 2% elastane in it. So it means that it's got just a little bit of stretch in it. Can you see how the fabric's sort of giving there a little bit? So this means it's just extra comfy. You still treat it as a woven fabric, even though it's got the elastane in it. And yeah, it's just a really nice one to work with and very nice and comfy to wear as well. So yeah, it's a viscose, linen and elastane mix. So that is the dark navy, we've got the denim blue, we've got the black, and then we've also got the khaki, which is the one I'm wearing here. But you can see models, photos of all of them and close-ups and everything on the fabric listing. Is the blouse suitable for a first shirt sew? I would say as like a first shirt, it probably is, yeah. It is quite easy to work with because the button band is just created by folding the fabric round to create, so it's not like an extra bit that you're sewing on. And the video that comes with the kit really talks through the collar in detail. Like there's lots of extra explanation on that, and probably sewing the collar is like one of the trickier parts of sewing a shirt, but the video gives lots of extra tips on that. And then this, because the sleeves are just like a regular hem and they're nice and easy as well, it's not like it's got a cuff or a placket or anything. So yeah, I would say for a first shirt it probably is a really nice option. I'm sorry you're not seeing the shirt on the website, Emma. Becca's just saying she's having problems with the blouse showing up and that she's just trying to work it out. So apologies about that. So you can buy them on the website. If you haven't received, the email got sent out at 7:30 to newsletter subscribers. So if you haven't seen it, then please do check your spam or your junk folder as well. And if you can't find it anywhere there, then do just drop us an email, and we would be able to manually forward it on to you and just check on our system as to whether you actually did receive it or not. But the team will be able to help you out with all of that tomorrow. So yeah, it seems like we're just, the shirt is on the website if you have the direct link. Somebody's saying, I see the shirt kits. I do see the shirt kits on the website. So if you go to the Sewing Society section, then the kits should be appearing there as well. If they're not in the Just Arrived section, let me just... Yeah, it looks like for some reason it is not appearing. But Becca is currently trying to work it out, bless her. I hope that she sort of gets to the bottom of that soon. So it looks like the Arden is on the front of the website now, but the yeah, we're in the process of getting the shirts to go live as well. Okay, so Becca has posted the link here. So if you go to the website and then /products/Seneca -shirt-kit, you'll find it that way as well. Slight technical glitch. You gotta love doing something live, right? It's not always going to totally plain sailing. And of course, you know, the first time you do it as well, it's just always a little bit like you hope it'll go okay. So apologies for that, everyone. We are getting to it. So I'll probably come back to the kits a little bit later on, just if people are sort of dropping in and out of the video or the live stream, but I do have lots of other things to chat to you about tonight as well. So you've been sending in your questions looking for advice and pattern and fabric recommendations too, so I'm going to try and get through some of them as well, and we'll see where we get to, and I can always try and keep an eye on the comments and then get back to any issues that anybody needs any help with. Can you lengthen the shirt easily? Good question, actually, and you've also reminded me, it is really easy to lengthen the shirt because it is just quite a sort of straight boxy fit, and the shirt straight out the pattern does come up quite cropped. So this version is actually lengthened by 2 inches. It talks more about that in the video that comes with the kit as well, but included in the kit we give you enough fabric to lengthen it by between about 10 and 15 centimeters, so you could lengthen it even more than what I've lengthened it here. I'll stand up a little bit so that you can see the bottom, because I know it's quite hard for you to see the bottom here. Like, that's the length of it on me, and then you can see where the Ardens are coming to as well. So I wouldn't say the Ardens are high-waisted, like they're just kind of sitting where my belly button is. And then you can see that the shirt comes down over that. But yeah, this is lengthened 2 inches, so if it had 2 inches off it, it would probably be sitting more like right at the very top, which is quite cropped. Are previous kits still available? Lisa's asking on YouTube. We do have a limited number of previous kits still available, yeah. But we do make limited numbers of the kits each month. We've got 2 new ones coming out every month, so yeah. Okay, thank you, Belle. She's also saying that the links are in the Instagram bio as well. So if you click on the link in bio of the Instagram profile, then you'll also find the direct links there too. Do you think you need to do a full bust adjustment if the difference between high and full bust is 3 inches when the pattern is based on a 2-inch difference? Potentially not, because it's got quite a lot of ease anyway. I would just check what the finished garment measurements is for the size that you're planning to make. Is it easy to size the shirt down for a less boxy fit? Yeah, you could definitely size it down a little bit, but that is just the kind of style of it. So I probably wouldn't recommend sizing down too much. It doesn't have bust darts or anything, so it's never going to be really, really fitted, and it's got the pleat at the back. So the style of it is just that it's, you know, a little bit sort of looser and like a little bit boxy. Okay, so I did have a few new fabrics to show you as well, and some popular fabrics that have come back in stock too. So I will just quickly recap on them. So we have got more of the lovely pink jumbo cord back in, which is what we use to make the closet cord Jenny trousers that are in the window display here. It was really popular. So that is now back in stock. I am currently going to make a pair of the oxbow trousers out of this, which was a kit that we did last autumn, because I know that I've already got the pattern and it fits me. I've loved this cord as soon as it came in, so I'm looking forward to starting them. Somebody was asking me what my next sewing project was. And then we do also have this has come back in as well, this gorgeous little lovely embroidered hearts fabric too. This was really popular as well, so it is now back in stock as well. And then the other thing that we do have back in stock are the vintage cottons. They have been so super popular. We've got them, we should have them back in pretty much all of the colours now as well. It's a lovely, nice range of the vintage cottons. I'll get one, they're just on the rolls beside me here. I'll get one over to show you. It's such a versatile fabric. This one here is the turquoise textured cotton fabric. And it's a really lovely, nice medium weight cotton. It's nice and easy to work with. It's really versatile for loads of different things. Somebody was actually asking, would it be suitable for a pair of trousers? It is probably sort of on the lighter side, but I'm really sure that at the Stitch Festival last weekend, somebody was telling me that they made a jumpsuit out of this. So in which case, you know, if they're like looser sort of summery trousers, then I think it would be fine for that as well. So yeah, we have the vintage cottons back in stock. And then we have also stocked up on loads of our other really popular fabrics for the summer. So the ramie fabrics and also the enzyme linen fabrics too. And we have added a couple of new colours to those ranges. So the ramie fabrics are these ones here. They're really lovely and textured. They're a bit more heavier weight and they're so versatile for loads of different things. They're really popular for trousers, for lightweight jackets, more structured kind of shirts and skirts and dresses as well. This one is the washed indigo. It's 75 linen and 45 cotton. And then I love this nice bright colour as well. We've got loads of the different colours back in stock. This is the turquoise. The two new ones that we've added are the pink punch, which is this one here, lovely and bright. I love that for summer. And then also just a classic white as well. It's nice to have a classic white in those things. And then we have also got new colours of the enzyme linen. So that is this one here. This is, let me just check the composition for you. It's 87 linen, 13% cotton. And this is a little bit lighter weight than the ramie. And it's got the lovely sort of slubbed linen-y texture to it. So this is a new, we've got it in all the colours again, but this is a new one. This is the violet. We've also got it in the sage as well, which is a lovely sort of lighter green colour. And then we have got it in this absolutely gorgeous teal. I love this one. Yeah, this is teal. That's what this one's called. Such a lovely, nice, rich colour. And then I also love this one too. This is the lapis here. It's like a really kind of bright sort of purpley blue colour. And then we do also have a cornflower one, but I wasn't able to find the roll of that. But they will all be on the website next week. And then we do also have a couple of new colours of the cozy colours as well. This is a gorgeous, lovely amber colour. So this is the sweatshirting fabric, fleece back sweatshirting fabric. It's really good for all of those classic sweatshirt patterns, cardigan patterns. And then we do have it in this lovely green as well. This is the forest. So yeah, they will be on the website later in the week. I love the lapis colour. I know it's really, really nice. Will you get any more white floral bunches embroidered double gauze fabric? Quite possibly, yeah. You can either sign up for a stock notification or drop us an email, and we can let you know about that. Okay, so in terms of the questions that I'd been sent in beforehand, so I had a few that were relating to lining different things. And this is off the back of the blog post that I shared the other week that was about 2 different ways that you can line different fabrics. So you can either do it when you make 2 of a garment, which is what I did in the example of this top. So it's like you've got a lining that is totally separate from the outer. So that's the make 2 method. Or you've got the flat lining method. So that's what I did for this, this little top here, where basically it's like you just add the lining to the fabric before you start constructing it, so it's flat lined, so then it's almost like you line it before you actually construct it. So the question was, how do I line a maxi tiered skirt? do I do an A-line lining or line each tier? You could do either. If you line each tier, it will just add more volume to the skirt. It will just make it more sort of voluminous, which you might want. Or if you don't really want that, then yeah, you could definitely just make a lining underneath it that wasn't going to be as gathered and full, that was more just sort of A-line. And then you would just join them at the waistband basically. So you could do either. Somebody's asking what pattern is the blue lined top. This is the matchy peplum split tank. So it's just like a really nice simple sleeveless top, but then the back of it's got a little peplum with a gathered section just at the back. Okay, so the next question was, I'd like to know, how do I line a frilly skirt? Like the Merchant and Mills Florence dress, for example. So the Merchant Mills Florence is like a bodice and then with a seam, and then it's got a gathered section at the bottom. So I would say you could, if you didn't want to actually line the bodice part of it, you just wanted to line the skirt part of it, I would probably make the lining and the skirt bit separately. So I'd like hem them separately and I'd sew the side seams separately. And then when you actually come to do the gathering and attach them onto the bodice, that's when the two layers would sort of come together. So you could do it that way. And then, was there another one that was about lining as well? Yeah, how do I line the bodice of a lacy blouse with the sleeves unlined? So I think, you know, it can be nice to do a combination like that if you've got quite a sheer fabric and you don't mind it being sheer on your arms, but you just want it to give a little bit more coverage on the bodice. I would probably say do the flat lining method. So that is where you basically cut out a lining part of the bodice and the outer fabric, and before you construct anything together, you base those two layers of fabric together within the seam allowance with the wrong sides facing, and then basically just treat it as one layer of fabric and then just continue construction as you normally would, and then it'll just be automatically lined. That's probably what I would do. Okay, the next question was, when making a raglan blouse with cotton or viscose, I use forming tape on the necklines, front and back. Would it be a good idea to do the same at the top of the sleeves as well? So the forming tape is this stuff here, and it's basically like it's like ironing on a stay stitch onto the fabric. It's really good, especially for lightweight, slippery fabrics like viscose. So anywhere you see in a pattern where it says to stay stitch, you can use this as an alternative. Now, I was having a think about whether you would want to do it on a raglan seam or not, because obviously they are kind of cut at an angle and they could potentially be prone to stretching out. But I don't think you would want to do it there. I feel like maybe you wouldn't want it to restrict it. I mean, maybe you could if you were then going to be cutting it off later anyway, or trimming your seam allowances down. So I would say it's probably not as essential at a neckline, but you could put it on if you wanted to. Okay, so the next question was where to start if you've been out of sewing for a long time but you're keen to pick it back up again. I think this is a really good question, because even for people who, you know, if you just feel like you've lost your sojo, or you're like not really feeling like excited about sewing, and you can always, it's easy to like put pressure on yourself and think, oh, you know what, I should make something. And, you know, I think you just sort of need to take the pressure off a little bit and wait for some inspiration to spark. A really good way to do that, I always find, is like sort all your stuff out. So like sort all of your fabrics out. If there's any fabrics you don't love anymore, move them on to a new place in life, you know, donate them or swap them or sell them or whatever. Sort out all your patterns. And sometimes doing that, like clearing things out a little bit, tidying it up, can spark new ideas, or you might have got something that you'd forgotten about, and it can just kind of get the flow going a little bit more. You can use the My Fabric Stash folder, which we re-released earlier. No, it was towards the end of last year actually, and it's just a lovely little ring binder that you can use to record all of your fabrics in. So there's up to 50 fabrics you can fit in there, so that's a really nice way that you can organise your stash and get get a little bit of sojo back, get that spark back. Okay, somebody's saying first ever kit. I'm so excited, thank you. Yay, that is great. That's very exciting. Okay, I'm just going to check some of the comments on YouTube as well. Sue's saying that she bought the Made by Ray geranium dress sewing pattern and dress expansion pack to make for my granddaughter. Is it possible to get a print of the pattern pieces? If you bought the PDF, then you can use our PDF printing service, yeah. Okay, do we know if the Seneca shirt is actually appearing on the front of the website yet? Has that little technical hitch been resolved? Possibly not. But the link is in the bio if you are looking for it. So you can indeed get to it. I'm just going to bring up my comments again because I'm looking at a few different screens here. Okay, so the next question was, I only have the lounge floor for cutting out and it kills my back, I can imagine. Any help / cheat tips to make it easier? If anybody does currently have to cut out on the floor and you've got any of your own tips or suggestions for how to make it easier, do let me know. My question was, do you have carpet or not? And if you do have carpet, it might be worth looking at getting a big mat, like a big cutting mat that you could cut on. Sometimes it can just be a bit annoying if the fabric is kind of sort of sticking or dragging to the carpet a bit. It can make it quite annoying to sort of reposition the fabric out, so that might help a little bit. And maybe get some knee pads for sort of crawling about in your knee. Somebody's asking, can I buy the trouser pattern without buying the kit? The trouser pattern itself, the PDF for that, of the pattern of, sorry, let me start again. The Arden pattern is a PDF pattern, and if you only want the pattern, you have to go to Helen's Closet website to get it. We don't wholesale the pattern as a separate sort of standalone thing. I put art boards on the ironing board. Oh, that sounds useful. I use MDF sheets with self-healing cutting mats. That sounds very good as well. Lovely, thanks for sharing those tips. Someone's saying I have a fold away wallpaper table to use for cutting out my fabric because I'm too old to do it on the floor. That sounds like also an excellent idea. Thank you, Hannah. Okay, it looks like we have fixed the issue of the kit appearing on the front of the site. I'm so grateful and happy for my amazing G&G team who just know how to pull out the stops sometimes and fix things. Thanks, guys. You are the best. Okay, so now when you do go to the Just Arrived section or the kits section on the website, then it should be much easier to find the listing for the shirt. Okay, the next question that I have here is, I've only sewn Tilly and the Buttons patterns before. What pattern brand would you suggest to try next? There are a lot now that where the instructions are just really, really good and very supportive for people who are still building up their sewing confidence. Helen's Closet is good. Their instructions are very in-depth. Closet Core are pretty good as well. Okay, somebody else is saying, my dad has made me risers to sit in my kitchen table so it's 92 centimetres high and it saves my back. Oh, that's good. It's like little elephant feet that you can use to bump up a table. That sounds very useful. Okay, the next question was, the Olia shirt slips backwards down my back, so do I need a forward shoulder adjustment? I would say, yeah, it probably sounds like you do, but I'm just trying to picture how you'd actually do that because of the way the yoke is. I wonder if you'd maybe have to extend the yoke, the back yoke forward a bit maybe. It sounds like you do, but I would probably just need to investigate into how you actually do that in the Olia. But yeah, if something's slipping down your back, then it usually is a forward shoulder adjustment you have to do. Okay, the next question was how to use ladder lace and picot edged lace in handmade garments and where to buy it. So this is actually something quite similar to what we did for the Nephilim blouse kit, which was last September. And we showed you how to put this lovely little lace insert. You can put it into the sleeve and you can also put it into the front bodice as well. And of course you could repeat that, like you could put several lace inserts in as well. So the video that came with this kit, you can get that as a separate standalone thing, and it explains to you how to do that. So you definitely put ladder lace in there instead of that one that we've got. And then in terms of the picot edge one, it would look nice maybe on the edge of a ruffle or on a hem. You could put it on a hem as well, or like the edge of a, if your button band has got a seam in it, you could put it on the edge of the seam too. That would look quite nice. So, and in terms of where to buy it, we sell the lace that's like this, and we've got it in lots of different colours, but I don't have any ladder lace. Sorry, I don't know anywhere it's like specific necessarily to get that kind of thing, other than just googling it myself, so sorry about that, but there's some suggestions for how to use it anyway. Okay, so the next one was, do you know anything about dress shields, and do you have any suitable fabrics to make them? So I didn't know a huge amount about dress shields, but I have since found out. It's basically like, it looks like a thing that sort of clips onto your bra basically and kind of goes under your arm so that you don't get sweat patches on your outer garment. So it needs to be an absorbent fabric that's going to absorb the sweat, but then it might be that you want the backing of it then to have like a barrier fabric, so it doesn't then go through to the outer garment. So you can just buy them, like you can just buy dress shields that sort of already exist. If you did want to buy them, then you would need to make sure you got something that was absorbent. Bamboo is quite good for that, bamboo fabric, because it's quite breathable and it's lightweight. It's going to be absorbent as well. And then as I said, it might be that you want to have like a barrier layer as well. It's almost a bit like if you were making your own sanitary towels and you wanted to have some kind of barrier layer at the bottom. And I had a little look at that, and somebody suggested using a PUL, which is polyurethane laminate fabric. We don't sell any of that, but you can get it online as well. So if you were making your own, yeah, you might want to look at getting something like that in the back. Okay. So the next question was, and then I'm going to just see if there's any comments that I need to just catch up on here. So any tips or a good tutorial on how to put in a zip fly? So I don't have any specific like blog posts or videos on it, but what I do have is loads of our Sewing Society kits in the past do include a fly front as part of them, and we have now added filters onto the videos section. And so if you go to the Sewing Society section of the website and go to the videos, you can filter all the videos that we've done in the past, and there is an option to filter it by type of zip insertion as well. So if you're making, maybe you're making a pattern that we've done a video of before, or you're making one that's very similar, then they're really good because then it shows you up close how to do the fly and everything. So I hope that helps. Right, I'm going to see if I can try and answer any comments or queries that have come in here. Can I ask which pattern was used for the top paired with pink trousers in the window? Yes, that is the green, no, it's the Helen's Closet Ashton top, that one, because it's got a facing. Helen's Closet Ashton is that one. Late to joining is out for Mother's Day meal. Lovely. Have I missed the kits? What we were talking about them earlier, but don't worry, you've not, you know, it's okay. I'll come back to them probably at the end and do a little bit of a recap, but if you go to the Just Arrived section on the website, you will find them now. Do you have the shirt in blue stripes and flowers? Sorry, I arrived late. I absolutely love the shirts and cannot wait to make this. I don't know what all the different stock levels are at the moment, but I do know that they are selling fast, and some size ranges have already gone. If you want to get access to the kits first, and the next time you need to sign up to our newsletter. Our newsletter subscribers got access to them at 7:30 tonight. Okay, don't use Style Arc if you are a beginner, as their instructions are sparse. Indeed, I have also found that as well. Okay, lovely, thank you. Size 6s to 18 and shirt only available. Lovely, thank you for the update. Is there anything in here? Okay, Jerry suggesting can cut fabric on a dining room table, or if involved with community groups like a church, can schedule time to go to their building and use their tables. Some libraries have spaces available for crafts. You could use their tables for batch cutting out projects. I'm loving those ideas. I have a large fold-up cutting board which I put on a double bed and it saves my back, also good idea. With the Arden trouser pattern, should I size up or down? My hips are a size 14 but are a size 16. I probably don't want to rush into answering any questions like that on sizing. I would probably just want to think about it a little bit more, and you also want to look at the finished sized garment as well. The finished garment measurements. My waist is, I think my waist was maybe like 2 or 3 sizes up from what my hips are. So I merged between the sizes, because it wasn't just like a one size different. I merged it and they came out really good. What beginner patterns do you recommend? I do actually have a blog post that is all about beginner fabrics and beginner patterns as well. So you can find that on the website and it sort of summarises them all. It's a good place to start. Okay, so the next question was, let's see if I can get through the rest of these. Somebody asked, what is your current favourite sewing pattern? I had to think long and hard about this. I don't actually know if I have one. Usually it's like what I'm making in that exact moment. But I couldn't pick one. Sorry, I don't know if it's just tired mum syndrome and being indecisive. I couldn't pick one. Then the next question was, I am starting a weight loss journey soon. What can I sew to wear as I lose weight? Any ideas? I was thinking maybe jersey garments, because they can, they're sort of comfy and they stretch to fit. So that could be good. Or maybe a wrap dress, because then you can adjust the wrap on it as well. And then somebody else was asking about the Jali Eleanor trousers, which was a kit that we did not last autumn, but the autumn before, with their like sort of stretchy trouser jean pattern. And I've also suggested them as well, because I found that once I'd had the baby and my body's still not, still kind of just, doing whatever it's doing after you have a baby, they were actually just like a really forgiving fit, and they just were able to sort of stretch, even though I wasn't the same size as I was before. So they're just, they can sort of adapt to your body a little bit more. Okay, the next question was, what is the most flattering top for big chested, big shoulders? I would say generally like whatever you're going to feel comfortable in. Like I wouldn't say there's like a rule here. It's just whatever you feel comfortable in. Maybe try looking at some hashtags for different patterns, and then you can see what different body shapes look like and different patterns. And then you might feel like you can find something that you identify with a little bit more. You think, I think I would feel comfortable in that. I think it's all got to be about how the clothing makes you feel and feel comfortable. So yeah, I hope that helps. Okay, somebody's asking, I've made the Arden pants last year. If you have a round bum, I suggest you size up and take in the sides, as they seem to be designed for a flatter bum. Okay. Good to know. Thank you, Julia, for sharing your experience. Okay, the next question was, is the classic blue 11-ounce stretch denim good for jeans? I want to sew some for hubby. Yes, it is really good for jeans. I've made lots of jeans out of that before. And then, somebody was asking about fabric suggestions for the Eleanor trousers. So we do have a couple, we do have a little bit, I'm just looking around for where it is, sorry. We have got some of a little bit of the tan left that was in the kit. So this is a stretch velvet. The key thing with the Eleanors is that it does have to be pretty stretchy. There's a lot of negative ease in that pattern. And then we do also, we were having a little bit of a spring clean and a tidy up, and we managed to find some of the pink that was in the trousers as well. So nice for spring. You can make yourself some nice pink Eleanor trousers. At the moment, we don't have a denim that's quite stretchy enough. We did a little while ago, and unfortunately it's all sold out now, because as I said, it does need to be quite a stretchy fabric for them, because they've got a lot of negative ease. Okay, the next question was, can you please show some suitable fabrics for the seasons of East, autumn in London dress? Thank you. This is a sort of shirt, kind of tea dress style shape, buttons down the front. It's got little sort of tucks at the waistline, under the bust. So it looks like fabrics with drape are going to be better. You could use the viscose linen. Did I bring some of that over? Where did I put that? I think some was over here. This is for a plain version, the viscose linen's a really lovely, nice, versatile one. It's got good opacity and really lovely, nice and draped, so I think that would be a good option for it. Or you could go for a woven viscose. I thought this might look quite nice in it as well. This is like just a nice sort of all over random pattern. You wouldn't need to worry about matching that or anything. So this is just a nice plain weave viscose. This is the Ginger Floral Outline Viscose fabric. So a few suggestions there, but we do have lots of different colours of the viscose linen and also loads of viscose prints too, and they would all be good for that dress. And then fabric for the Nina Lee Carmel jumpsuit. This is a really wide leg jumpsuit. It actually looks like it could almost be a dress or like a big skirt. It's got quite a high waisted seam, and then it's gathered the trousers down, and then it's got quite wide sort of strapless top but quite wide stripes. So again, the viscose linen that I showed I think would also be good, but then you could also go for, I meant to bring it over. We do have some really nice chambres and some pinstripe chambres that have just come in, and I think they would be good for it as well. They're like a cotton and linen mix. I'm sorry I can't show you them. They're just a little bit too far behind all of the equipment that's in front of me right now, but they are on the website. And if you can't find them, send us a message and we'll send you a link. And then we've got a question for the blue and green viscose to make another poppy blouse. The poppy blouse was the pattern that was in the kit last month with our popular Chica design, and it's really nice. It's good for viscose, but also nice for cotton lawn as well. I've got a few different sort of bluey options. Oh, that was the other one that I got for the Nina Lee Carmel jumpsuit. I forgot about that one. This is a viscose linen as well, but it's also got this print on it, the powder blue zebra viscose linen. I think that would look really nice in that Nina Lee jumpsuit too. Yeah, so the green and blue viscoses for the poppy top. This has got quite a lot of green in it. I know it's got some sort of orangey colours in it too, but I thought this would be nice. It's got a little doby texture woven into it, so yeah, it's a really lovely, nice lightweight fabric, good for all the gathers in the poppy. And it's called poppy. Poppy doby viscose fabric. So yeah, that would look nice in the poppy blouse. And then we've also got this blue one here. This is just another plain weave viscose too. It's been super popular. It's the powder blue honeycomb viscose fabric. It's just a nice sort of all over one. Lovely, nice light blue colour for spring. And then we have also got this one here. There's lots of lovely blues and greens in this one. This is actually a Pima cotton lawn, which you could use for the poppy blouse. It would have a little bit more structure than using a viscose, but it is still really lovely and lightweight. And I think it would still look really nice in the poppy blouse. So a few suggestions there. I finished my poppy blouse yesterday. It's still to post a pic. I love it though. I know it's really nice. Any ideas for a trouser pattern that are carrot/banana style? I'm seeing these trousers everywhere and would like to make my own. Yes, I have seen, is it the Style Arc bob pants? I think a lot of people are making them and they're that sort of style. I've just bought the Arden kit. Can you recommend a good toile fabric you have in stock, please? Yeah, the viscose linen, just our normal range of viscose linen would be fine. It doesn't have the stretch, but it would still be okay. So yeah, this one, it comes in loads of different colours as well. So if you just search viscose linen, it's pretty similar. It's probably got a little bit less viscose than what the one in the kit does, but it would give you the same effect. I'm wearing my poppy blouse now. It's gorgeous. Oh, nice. The modern sewer workers are carrot shaped. Excellent. Would you be able to make the Seneca shirt in a viscose fabric? Yes, I think you could. I think you'd be fine. Okay, so let's see, I've got a few more questions here and then I'm going to check the comments on YouTube just to see if I haven't missed anything there. Fabrics for the assembly line high-waisted trousers. I couldn't actually find this fabric in the shop. I know we do have it somewhere. It's our bamboo blended fabric and it's really lovely for trousers. It's a mix of bamboo and recycled polyester and it's got really gorgeous drape and it's perfect for nice smart trousers like that one. And then keeping on the topic of trousers, we've got the Tilling the Buttons Thea fabric recommendations with a little stretch, and should I be scared about my first zip and fly? Don't be scared. You'll be fine. And also Tilly's instructions are really in depth as well. And what you just need to remember with a fly is that although there's lots of steps to it, you just need to take it one step at a time, trust the process, and as long as you're quite accurate when you sew and you line everything up, Wonder Tape is also really good too for holding the zip into place without having to pin it or anything, then you'll be fine. I've got a couple of suggestions for you. The stretch needle cord that we've got, I think would be really nice. It comes in quite a few different colourways as well. So it's just a really fine needle cord fabric, but you can see it's got that bit of stretch. This particular colour is the cranberry, but yeah, we have it in lots of different colours. And then the other suggestion that I've got as well is this one, which is the navy peach finish stretch cotton fabric, and it comes in different colours as well. And it's just a lovely sort of nice classic plain fabric, but it's got really like lovely sort of peach skin feel to it. It just feels really soft, like it's got a nice little bit of softness to it. Okay, and then the last question that was on my list here, if I haven't missed any, is fabrics for a dress for an outdoor wedding in a field in July, and any wedding guest pattern recommendations. I feel like if it's an outdoor wedding in a field in July, I feel like maybe the July bit could be relevant, because actually in July it could be like it's, October or something. Who knows with the British weather. So what I would suggest that you do is take a look. If you search wedding guest on the website, I did a blog post last year that's about loads of suggestions about making an outfit that is for a wedding or another special occasion. It's got lots of different pattern recommendations in it as well, because I know you specified a dress, but it might be that actually there's other alternatives, like you could make a jumpsuit or a faux jumpsuit with some wide leg trousers and a top, which is then like a little bit more practical. So there's lots of different ways to look at it when you're going to a wedding. So yeah, and I need to get around to updating the fabrics that are linked in that post, but there's loads of good pattern suggestions in that, so do check that out. Okay, I am going to just try and catch up on some of the comments here and then round everything up. Thank you so much everybody for watching and being with me this evening. Would the cherry scatter cotton double gauze also work for a poppy blouse? Yeah, I think it would. It would just hold its shape and structure a little bit more, but I think it would still work, yeah. Can the sleeves be lengthened a little on the Seneca blouse easily? Yeah, I think they could. Yeah. I think if you were taking them like quite far down, then you might want to narrow them a little bit. But yeah, I would say it's quite easy to add length onto that. Okay, let me just see if there's any comments here that I need to know about in the YouTube live. I can't see, somebody's saying they can't see the fabrics on the website, just to let you know. It depends what fabrics you're looking for, because some of the ones that I've shown you will be going on later in the week. But if you're struggling to find anything in particular, you can always just email us and we'll let you know. Hello Lauren, which colour blue was the viscose linen you showed for the dress? It is this one here. What one? This is the Pacific blue. I'm new to your site. I was wondering if you make a muslin of new patterns for fit purposes before cutting out with the intended fabric. I tend not to, really. Personally, I don't. But it might be because quite often I'm not usually a straight size, but I'm usually close enough too. So I don't usually make up 12s personally myself, but I know a lot of other people do. What other ones have we got here with the Arden? Oh yeah, I've answered that one before. Okay, I think I've caught up on all of them. Thank you for all your input and tips as well on the cutting out on the floor situation. It's always useful to have all of your wisdom too. So if anybody has any other last questions or comments or anything, please let me know now. I'll do a quick roundup of the kits before I sign off for the evening. Thank you so much everybody for joining. It's been lovely to see you on YouTube and on Instagram as well. It's the first time that I've done both at the same time, and I've tried to line the cameras up as close as I can, but I am aware that I've probably been looking at the Instagram camera a little bit more, so I'm sorry if that is annoying. If you're on YouTube, maybe I could switch it round another time or something and have that one closer. But yes, it's quite a lot to sort of look at because I can't see the comments for YouTube for very long on my screen here, so I have to have them on here as well, so there's like various places I'm trying to look at the same time. Okay, so yeah, the kits are the French Navy Seneca shirt, which is what I'm wearing just now. We've got 3 different fabrics, all really lovely cute little embroidered ones, all cotton with different types of embroidery. And then we have got the Helen's Closet Arden pants. My stool's over there now, so I can't stand on it to show you, but I am wearing them. There you go. That is the dark khaki, that colour, and then we've also got the black and the denim blue and the navy, so all really lovely, nice neutral colours that are great for pairing with your handmade tops. We always vary the kits every month, and sometimes it's just useful to have something that's nice and classic that will go with lots of other things as well. So that is what this month is. Now, for next month, just stay tuned on what we do with that, because it is looking like it probably will be another live launch as well for next month too. And next month is really exciting. I've got something really exciting to show you next month. And then you might have seen like a little sort of reminder, save the date, put it in your diary. We're having a really exciting summer event on this, is it the 7th? Please someone correct me if that's wrong. Saturday the 7th of June. So more details to follow on that one. But mark your diaries. It's worth making a trip to the shop that day for sure. It will be a really fun day. And there will be like a sort of online part of it at the end of the day too. But yeah, come along to the shop if you can that day. Put it in your diary. Lovely to hear all of your sewing chat. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for doing this, especially Mother's Day. I hope you get a good night's sleep. Me too. Thanks for showing us all the lovely fabric. No problem. Love the live launch. Really useful. I hope it was. It's the first time that we've ever done anything like this, so I wasn't, you always learn the first time you do things. So thanks for bearing with us. Anybody who was there in the beginning and couldn't see the shirt pattern appearing on the website, it is there now. So thank you. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I will keep a little eye on the emails and just check that everything is okay, probably for the next sort of 20 minutes or so. But otherwise, the team will be back in the shop tomorrow and can help you out with any issues that you're having. So maybe if you're feeling like you should have got the email and you didn't, you can't find it in your spam or junk or anything, just let us know, because we'll be able to check, we'll be able to look on the system and see what happened with your email. So do just let us know if you need any help with us checking on that at all. A great way to spend a Sunday evening. Thank you for joining me, everyone. So yeah, I will be here. So I am just going to continue, like the last Sunday of the month will always just be a live Q&A from the shop floor, and then just watch out for updates on the next Sewing Society release, because it will depend what date the dates fall. It ended up just sort of being a coincidence that I was going to be doing a live Q&A this Sunday anyway, and then we wanted to just bring the kit launch into that as well. So that was sort of the way the dates fell, in the last Sunday of the month and the first Wednesday of the month kind of being quite close together, but the dates don't always follow that pattern. But yeah, I will still continue to do a live Q&A, just like a regular, as I've always done for years, on the last Sunday of every month. So I will definitely see you for that, but do just check out for updates on the next kit launch as well. I hope you like them and you're feeling inspired. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone, and I will see you soon. Bye.